Hey guys, it's RIA here, doing a video on the fly again, and just finished up a run with my Jesus buddy and Mary, which brings up what I want to talk about today. Are our beliefs empowering us or disempowering us? Even the most spiritual or the most religious, we can be believing things that are very limiting and disempowering, right down to processes we think we need. I was even questioning my run. Do I run to metabolize calories, or is running just a way to process my energy? Because they say that, weight and how we carry our weight, certain parts of our bodies, certain chakra systems, they're just a reflection of the energy that we are carrying within us and have it processed, digest, transmuted to a higher energy, so we carry that weight. And obviously, it's all true. It's all based on what you believe. And this morning, I was cleaning bathrooms and I was using some Clorox, and my son says to me, "Mom, you should be wearing a mask breathing in those chemicals." And I'm like, I choose not to give my power to that, Caleb. And he says, "Yep, good point." So even the conspiracy theories and food we ingest and chemicals and all of that, if life is all an illusion, then really it can't harm us. And if the only true thing is love, then anything else that is fearful is not based in love, it's based in fear. And that can't be true, because the only true thing is love. So today's video is just challenging, or just asking an opportunity to ponder, why do you do what you do? Or why do you believe, is what you believe really helping you? Even worrying about germs and all the people that use all the hand sanitizer and all that. And it's like they're limiting, they're worried about that. They're infringing their own freedom to just live without all that stuff. But of course, if you believe that, then yeah, you do need the hand sanitizer and you do need to be fearful of germs and all of that. But I feel as you come to higher vibrations, you release layers and layers and layers. Even me, I consider myself to be part of the spiritual community and evolving on a spiritual path. But even those can be limiting, and my husband proves that to me every day. We butt heads, and I accuse him of being stubborn, but in a lot of ways I'm stubborn. And then I try to have him see my spiritual beliefs, because I think they're more freeing. But are they? If I feel I need to impose or project that onto somebody else, I don't think so. And yeah, sure, I might have evolved beyond all the religious limitations, but just how they say sometimes, new level, new devil. Not that it's really a devil, it's just a continuing of evolution and growing and releasing all of that. And we're always going to be dealing with trying to balance the spiritual with the physical, because that's why we're here. And it should be fun. It should be just to be taken lighter, because really nothing can hurt us. This is just an illusion we're projecting to experience and evolve the soul. And you can't have that without experiencing it on a physical way. Just being in the spirit all the time, you can't necessarily learn the physicality part of it. And it's fun. Just like when I was running today, I was thinking, okay, Jesus, what do you want to talk about today? Or I'm going to do a little video on the fly. What do you suggest? And then I started having thoughts of where I used to imagine Jesus more 70s style, wearing brown Adidas pantsuits, nylon with the white stripes and free-flowing hair, and more hippie-ish, because to me the hippie represented more of that, love and the long hair and the spirit and peace and all that kind of stuff. And then he says, no, I wear a man bun, and he kind of giggling. And so then I said, oh, I made a video, and I always imagined him wearing a man bun. And then he laughed and stuck a little thought in my mind today, and he says, well, what do you think if I wear a thong running? Because we're running on Florida, and it's in Florida, and it's super hot. And he just makes jokes of our conceptions and perceptions, and that's how it should be. It's most people, or the religious community, would be, Jesus wouldn't wear a thong. Hell yeah, he would. Because why? Why not? He plays with our conceptions and our perceptions and makes it fun, and he has a sense of humor, and he's joking, and it's all just, God, we make things so stinking heavy on ourselves sometimes. And so anyways, today's video, it's just saying, hey, are your beliefs empowering you or disempowering you? Right down to having to worry about things on an everyday level, I don't know, just anything. Like I said, the chemicals, or what you're breathing, what you're eating. You know what? Tune into the heart and do what makes you feel good, and do it because you purely enjoy it, with not any hindering beliefs. And we're always going to have that because we're humans and we're partaking in the 3D, we're taking in the mass, where we've agreed at a higher level to partake in the collective consciousness of the 3D reality. But baby steps, little by little, we're releasing all that. We're allowing it to go. And when you have those beliefs of limitations, it just makes them stronger. Like I was reading and actually shared an article today, what kids go through that have strict parents and how they become master liars and manipulators and all that kind of stuff. But it's because they were like imposed with beliefs, thinking academics and rules and regulations and can't have this and can't have that. Well, of course, your innate self, especially as a child, remembers the freedom. You're free and there are no limitations. And when they're imposed on you, then you like think and have to come up with ways where you're tapping into your freedom and expressing who you are. Like I've been like accused of being, too lenient and too free-spirited and this and that with the kids, and letting Mythos get into the ice cream in the morning, and it brings him such joy, and he has like no limiting beliefs whatsoever. So what the hell? It makes him happy. God, it's just like the simple things in life that we like to constrict. And it's the same with like thinking you can't eat junk and then thinking you gotta go run 5 miles to wear it off. It's like, God, you just put yourself in this little hamster wheel. Have what you want to eat and enjoy it. If you enjoy running, do it. But sometimes you gotta look at the beliefs, why you're doing it. And is it based in fear or is it based in love? Because really the only thing is love. And we're here to enjoy the human 3D, the physical manifestation of life, because it is beautiful. But we're here also to shed all the old stuff, little by little, like baby steps, just, one step at a time. You release that, but then after you release that, you realize there's another layer beyond that, and another, and another, and another. And as you become more evolved, or more spiritual, you feel the higher frequency, and that makes you happy because with every level, not that there's level, but with every jump, every shift, you do experience more freedom. And you can't help but want to share that and impose and tell people that, and you just can't understand, why can't you see it like that? How can you limit yourself in such ways? But you know what? They're on their own journey, and in their mind, maybe they're not limiting themselves. Like that's an argument I have all the time with my husband. I'm not. He says, who says I'm limiting myself? And for my eyes and my vibratory frequency, it does seem limiting. But whatever, to each his own. We're all on our own path, and through that, it limits me in some way to not be able to enjoy the fullness of who he is and his spirit and his human self and what his path, by me thinking he's limiting himself, or by me hindering his expression of his human experience. And yeah, that's probably someone on the spiritual paths, or for me anyways, biggest challenge. But you know what? We're placed those other like real 3D people with what seems to us, what we perceive as limiting, for a reason, because we got to actually break free of our limiting things based in so-called spirituality. So I just wanted to bring that up today, and just makes you think a little deeper behind the beliefs you believe and why you do what you do. And for the freer the better, because that's what we're born for. Our innate being is freedom without limitations and abundance, and there is no wrong and there is no right, but there are certain ways of enjoying life. And you know what? If I'm going to live in the physical manifestation for a while, which I thoroughly love and embrace, I'm going to try to base it in the most love as possible and the most light, and to bring the greatest joy. Because to me, man, oh man, that's what life's about. All right, guys. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe this helps somebody, or put a little thought, a focus to just, expand upon, and to make you be able to live a life of the truer you, and to tap into your heart energy, because it's your heart energy that's the bridge of the spirit and the physical, and to bring forth that vibration to your physical reality. Have an awesome weekend.